Hey, good morning, Phantom community. You got Sam here, and I'm in the middle of repurposing some stuff in my lab, and I thought I would share the process of replacing the SSL certificates on the Phantom platform. Now, incidentally, we actually already have really good documentation around this. If you look over here at knowledge base article number 7, we start the article starts by going through how to replace the certificates in Phantom 2.1 and kind of walks through all of that stuff through down to Phantom 3.0 when we switched from Apache to Nginx. And this is actually where we are today, all the way up to 4.5. So if I can demonstrate kind of, obviously has the certificate warning that everyone I'm sure is familiar with in the browsers. And if I look at the certificate, I can see that this is just the cert that came with the Phantom platform. So let's go ahead and get that switched up. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is over here in my terminal, I'm going to need to connect to my Phantom server. So let me go ahead and SSH over there. Okay. The other thing to note here is that the documentation clearly shows where these certificates live, and so we'll just kind of verify that that is consistent with what we're seeing in the environment. So I'll do a ls against Phantom etc SSL certs, and indeed we see the cert that we expect there. And similarly, I will check that the private key is where we expect it also. And it is. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back those up right quick. So I'm going to go into the certs directory. I'm going to make a directory called backup. I'm going to copy my HTTP cert into the backup folder. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing in the private directory. And I'll make a copy. Okay. The next thing I want to do is create the CSR as well as the key. So I'm going to do that from my home directory. I'm going to make a new directory there called, I don't know, let's say cert request. I'll go into cert request. All right, now I'm going to issue an OpenSSL command to generate the key and to generate the CSR. So that's going to be OpenSSL. I'm going to request a new cert. I'm going to request a new key, and I want that to be RSA 2048 bits. No des here, which means I don't want to encrypt my key. I want my key out to be written as http dcert.key, and I want my CSR to be, let's call this CSR.CSR. A little redundant. Now it should start generating me, as you can see, it is generating me a new key and giving me the typical questionnaire. So let's go ahead and answer those questions. So I'm in the United States. I live in Colorado. I'm in Colorado Springs. I work for Splunk. I'm in the Phantom community. My common name is phantom45.splunk.lab. I'm not going to give it an email address. I'm not going to give it a password or company name. Okay, at this point, if I do an ls, I see my key and my CSR. So I'm going to go ahead and cat my CSR here so that I can copy it. Now, incidentally, in my case, I'm running Microsoft Active Directory, Microsoft Certificate Services, which I use with my Active Directory. So ADCS, and within here, I'm going to go ahead and request a new cert. I'm going to do an advanced cert request, and I'm going to paste that CSR that I just generated over here. And I need a subject alternative name for the browser not to complain. So we're going to go ahead and specify that here in the attributes. Okay. At this point, I can submit, and I see that I have request 19 is pending. And the way that I have my lab set up is in my certificate authority, I have to manually approve each cert request. So if I refresh this, I can see that I have cert request 19, and I'm going to go ahead and issue that. Now if I go back over here and kind of go back to my certificate authority, I should be able to view the status of a pending cert. And this is the most recent, so I'm going to click on that guy. And I'm going to base64 encode it, and I'm going to download the cert. And we can see that that's happened here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open that cert with a text editor. Let me do that now. I'm on a different screen, so you're not seeing this, but I will show it to you in a moment. Okay, so I've opened that cert, and I have it right here. I'm going to copy it. And over here, I'm going to make a new httpd cert.cert. And I'm going to paste the key that I just obtained. The other thing is I'm going to need to have the certificate authority cert in this file as well. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to download the CA cert, the current one, and I'm going to download the cert in base64 format. All right. Okay, so I've got that open. Let me. This is the certificate authority's public key, so I'm going to copy that. Come back over here, and I'm going to paste that below my certificate that I just received. Okay, so I'm going to close those down. I'm going to copy these back over the existing certs and restart my Phantom instance. That should update the key, and my browser should no longer be complaining at me. So let's give that a shot. Okay, let's copy the cert first. And I'm going to copy that to Phantom, Etsy, SSL, certs, and make sure that my name matches. I'm just going to overwrite what we have here. So I've gone ahead and done that. And I'm going to do the same thing with the key. I'm not doing great with that autocomplete. Okay, op Phantom Etsy SSL private HTTP cert by key. Yes, I'd like to overwrite it. And now I'm going to just restart the Nginx service. So service Nginx reload. Great. And I'll switch back my tab to see if we have a better cert. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the tab and reopen it. Now, sometimes I get some weirdness with Chrome, so I'm not, it might be user error, I don't know. Let's give it a shot here. And there we go. No more cert error. If I look at the cert, we can see that this is the cert that I just issued. It's good for a really long time because this is a lab, and it's from my certificate authority. And so that's it. We've now issued a new cert and put it on our Phantom instance, and are no longer getting the errors in the browser. Hope that was helpful. I'll catch you next time.